Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon, but oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night, and 4 nights will quickly dream away the time, and then the moon, like to a silver boat new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrate, stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing the injuries, but I will wed thee in another key. With triumph, with pomp, and with revelry.
Happy thee, Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I, with complaints against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And, my gracious Duke, be it so she will not here before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall either be to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law, immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you, your father should be as a god. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is. But in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held worthier.
Would my father looked but with my eyes.
And your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know of your youth. Examine well your blood, whether if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun, for I to be in shady cloister mute, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon. Christ blessed they that master sold their blood to undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But earthlier happy is the rose distilled than that which, withering on the virgin thorn, grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord. Ere I will my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwitched yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me for everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius, as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for aye austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him? I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage, as Demetrius. And, which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right? Demetrius, all about it to his head, made love to Nader's daughter, Helena, and she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess I have heard so much, and with Demetrius not to have spoke thereof, but being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come, Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate, to death, or to a vow of single life. Come, my Hippolyta, what cheer, my love? Demetrius and Aegeus, go along.
With duty and desire, we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
To be like for want of rain, which I could velveteen them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ay me! For aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. But either it was different in blood,
Oh, cross, too high to be enthralled to low.
or else misgraffed upon in respect of time,
Oh, spite, too old to be engaged to young.
or it stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
Or if there were a sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the cullied night that in a spleen unfolds both heaven and earth, and ere a man hath power to say, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our child patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee. And to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, in a league without the town, there will I stay for thee.
Oh, my good Lysander, I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke, in that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena.
Whither away? Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair! Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue sweet air, more tuneful than lark to shepherd's ear. When wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. Teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
And that your frowns could teach my smile such skill.
Give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty, would that fault were mine.
Take comfort, he no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. And then what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned a heaven into a hell.
Helen, to you we will our minds unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, a time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood, where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. And thence from Athens turn away our eyes, to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow deep midnight.
I will, my love. Helena! Adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will know all that he do know, and as he errs doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring his qualities, things, base and vile, holding no quantity. Love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste, wings and no eyes, figure and heedy haste, and therefore is love said to be a child. For in choice he's so oft beguiled as waggish boys and games themselves forswear. So the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he
held down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hailsome heat from Hermia fell, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the woods, tomorrow night he will pursue her. And if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But here in me I to enrich my pain, to have the sight thither, back again.
Is all our company here?
You would best to call it generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Pyramus, say what the play treats on. Then read the names of the actors. And so, go to a point.
Mary. Our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
Oh, a very good play indeed, and a merry. Now, good Pyramus, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready! Name what part I am for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover who kills himself most gallant for love.
That'll have some tears in the true performance of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. To the rest, though my chief humor is for a tyrant, I could play Ericles rarely, or a part that's Ericated, to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' car shall shine from far, and make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now, name the rest of the players and proceed.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Oh, this was Ericles' vein, a tyrant's vein. A lover's is more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
Ah, what is Thisbe, a wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play woman. I have a beard coming
That's all fine. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. Oh, I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe. Ah, Pyramus, love it dear. I like it dear, and Thisbe dear.
No, you must play Pyramus, and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snap, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus' father, myself, Thisbe's father, Snug the joiner, you the lion's part, and I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you if it be given me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Oh! Let me play the lion too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies, and then they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all. That would hang us every mother's son.
I pray, if that we should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, that I will roar you as gentle as any sucking dove. I will roar you toward any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus! Oh, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely, gentlemanlike man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake. what beard will I best play in?
Why, what you will.
I can discharge in your straw-colored beard, your orange tawny beard, your purple and grain beard, your French crown-colored beard, your perfect yellow.
Some of your French crowns have no hair at all, and then you will play barefaced. But, masters, here are your parts. And I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to come down by tomorrow night and meet me in the palace wood a mile without the town by moonlight. There will we rehearse. For, if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company, and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a proper bill of property such as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there will be rehearsed most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu.
And the Duke's uncle we meet.
Enough! Hold it. Cut most drinks.
Spirits, whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar,
Over park, over pale, thorough flood, thorough...
We do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's spear, and we serve the fairy queen to do her orbs upon the green.
The castle's tall, her pensioners be in their gold coat spots, you see.
Those be rubies, fairy babies. In their freckles live our city.
I must go see some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear.
Farewell, thou love of spirits.
We'll be gone.
Our queen and all our elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she as her attendant hath a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forests wild. But she, perforce, withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet, in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen. But they do swear that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape in making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are you not he that frights the maidens of the villagery, skim milk and sometimes labor in the quern, and boobies make the breathless housewife churn, and sometimes make the drink to bear no barm, mislead night wanderers, laughing at their harm, those that hobgoblin call you, and sweet Puck. You do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speak'st aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat and being fed horse beguile, neighing in the likeness of a filly foal, and sometime lurk I in the gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crab, and when she drinks against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale. The wisest aunt, telling the saddest tale, sometime for 3-foot stool mistaketh me, then slip I from her bum, down topples she, and terror cries and falls into a cough, and then the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and wax waxen in their mirth, and meet and swear a merrier hour was never wasted there. But room, fairies, here comes Oberon.
And here our mistress. Would that you were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Fairies skip hence, I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry! Rash, wanton, am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Philida. Why art thou here? Come from the farthest steppe of India, but that forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskined mistress, and your warrior love to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity?
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never since the midsummer spring met we on hill and dale, by forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beached margin of the sea to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the moon and the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which every pelting river have made so proud that they have overborne their continents. The ox hath stretched his yoke in vain. The plowman lost his sweat, and the green corn hath rotted ere his youth attained a beard. The fold stands empty in the drowned field, and crows are fatted with the murmuring flock. The human mortals want their winter gear. No night is now with him or carol bless. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger washes all the air, that rheumatic diseases do abound. And through this distemperature we see the seasons alter, hoary-headed frosts far in the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and on old Hyam's thin and icy crown an odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds is as in mockery set. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, angry winter change their wonted liveries, and the maize world, by their increase, now knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votaress of my order. And in the spiced Indian air by night, full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders on the flood. When we have laughed to see the sails conceive, and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, which she, with pretty and with swimming gait, following, her womb then rich with my young squire, would imitate and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles, and return again as from a voyage, rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal of that boy, did die, and for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day, if you shall patiently dance in our round and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I shall spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom, fairies away, we shall chide down right if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way! Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vessel throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon. The imperial votress passed on in maiden meditation, fancy-free. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower. Before milk white, now purple, with love's wound. And maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I shewed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make or man or woman madly doped upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey, or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander, fair Hermia? The one I'll slay. The other slay me. Thou toldst me they were here within this wood, and here I am, and woe within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence get thee gone. Follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, and yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave here your power to draw, and I shall leave my power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not tell you in plainest truth that I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that, I do love you the more. I am your spaniel. And Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. Oh, what worse or place can I beg in your love than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempts not too much the hatred of my spirit. I am sick when I look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much, to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege. For it is not night when I do see your face, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. Oh, for you and my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said I'm alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will. The story shall be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger. Bootless speed when cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I'll not stay thy questions. Let me go. Or if thou stay, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, in the temple, in the town, in the field. You do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. Oh, we should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. Oh, follow me, when may heaven of hell, to die upon the hand I love so
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. And your bank, where the wild thyme blows, where oxleaves and the nodding violet grows, quite over canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers of dances and delight. And there the snake rows her enameled skin, weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with the disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it for the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Affected with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
A roundel and a fairy song. Then for the third part of a minute hence. Some to kill cankers in the musk rose buds, some war with rear mice for their leathern wings to make my small elves coats. Oh, and some keep back the clamorous owl who nightly hoots and wonders at our quaint spirits. Sing me now asleep. Then to your offices and let me rest.
You spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs be not seen. Newts and blind worms do no wrong. Come not near our fair and queen. Philomel with melody, singing our sweet lullaby. La 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 lullaby. Hence, away, now all is well. One aloof stands sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake. Be it ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair, in thy eye that shall appear when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood. And to speak truth, I have forgot our way. Well, rest us, Hermia, if you think it's good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out to bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms entertain it in an oath, so then two bosoms in a single troth. Then by your side no bedroom me deny, for lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now, much beshrew my manners and my pride if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied, but, gentle friend, for love and courtesy lie further off. In human modesty, such separation as may well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life's end.
Amen. Amen to that fair prayer say I, and end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's I see pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force in stirring love. Night and silence. Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid. And here the maiden, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thine eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So, awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay! Don't thou kill me, sweet Demetrius!
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou darkly leave me? Do not so!
Stay! On thy peril! I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not from salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, I am ugly as a bear, for beasts that meet me do but run away for fear. Therefore no marvel, though Demetrius do as a monster fly my presence thus. What wicked and dissembling glass of mine made me compare to Hermia's sphery eye? But who is here? Lysander on the ground, dead or asleep. I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake! And run through fire will I for thy sweet sake.
Transparent Helena, nature chose art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where's Demetrius? Go, how fate a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Say not so, Lysander, say not so. What though we love your Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No! I do repent the tedious minutes I have with her spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, who will not change a raven for a dove.
Wherefore is I in this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? It's not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never can, deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye. But you must flout my insufficiency. Good troth, you do me wrong. Good suit you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. Perforce I must confess, I thought you, Lord, of more true gentleness. Oh, for the lady of one man refused, should another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Oh, Hermia. Sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near. For as a surfeit of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. Ugh. And all my powers, address your love and might to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. And me, for pity, what a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. I thought a serpent eat my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What, removed? Lysander? Lord! What, out of hearing? Gone, no sound, no word. Alack, where are you? Speak! And if you hear, speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I well perceive you all not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Are we all met?
Pat. And here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this Hoffenberg our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we will do it for the Duke.
Beat it, Quinch.
What sayst thou, bully Bob?
Well, there are some things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that'll never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword and kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. And we do that.
Barlocken. Parlous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I am advised to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed, and for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This should put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
Make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in, chills, a lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is not a more fearful wildfowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell that he is not a lion.
Nay, he must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he must speak through, saying thus, come here, or to the same effect, ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you not to fear, not to tremble my life for yours. For if you think I come hither as a lion, 'twere pity on my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man as other men are, and there indeed let him name his name and tell them plainly he is Snub the Joiner.
It shall be so. But there's 2 hard things. That is, to bring the moonlight into a chamber. For you know Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we play our play?
Calendar. Look in the almanac. Find out moonshine. Find out moonshine!
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Well. Then we may leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye. Or else, one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lanthorn and say he comes to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine. And then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe says the story did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
The wall.
Some man or other must present wall. And he must have some plaster or some loam or rough cast about him to signify wall. And he must hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into that break, and so everyone according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here? So near the cradle of the fairy queen. What a play toward? I'll be an auditor. An actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of Odious savor sweet.
Odors.
Odors savor sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice! Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
Oh, must I speak now?
Aye, marry must you, for you must understand he goes but to see a noise that he heard and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily-white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant fire, most brisky juvenile, eke most lovely Jew, as true as worth the young, never tire, I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninus! Tomb, man. Oh, why, you must not speak that yet, that you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus enter, your cue is past. You never tire.
As truest horse that yet would never tire.
If I were fair Thisbe, I were only thine.
I'll follow you. I'll lead you about around, through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse I'll be, sometime a hound, a hog, a headless bear, sometime a fire, and neigh and bark and grunt and roar and burn, like horse, hound, hog, bear, fire at every turn.
Strange! We're haunted! Grey Master's boy! Master's boy!
Hey! Why did they run away? This is a knavery and to make me a fear. Oh, Bottom. Thou art changed. What do I see on thee? What do you see? You see an asset of your own, do you?
Bless thee, one, bless thee, thou art transcended!
I see it in Avery. This is to make an ass of me. To frighten me, if they could. But I am not afraid. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing that they shall hear that I am not afraid. The owl so cock, so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his notes so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plain song cuckoo grey, whose note full many a man doth mark, and dare not answer nay. Indeed. Who would set his wit so foolish a bird? Who would give the bird a lie, though he cry cuckoo never so?
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again.
Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair virtue perforce did move me on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. To say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. The more to pity that some honest neighbors won't make them friends. I can believe a fine occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so, neither. Though, if I had enough wood to down this wood, I'd have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or not. I am a spirit of no common rate, and the summer still depend upon my state, and I do love thee, therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep, and I will purge thy mortal grossness so that thou wilt like an airy spirit go. Peace blossom, cobweb, and mustard seed.
Freddie.
And I.
And I.
Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes, feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and what? Mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humblebees, and 4 night tapers crop their waxen thighs and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes, to have my love to bed and to arise. Oh, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Not to him else, and do him courtesy.
Hail, mortal.
Hail.
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
I shall desire of you more acquaintance. Good. Master Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman?
Peas blossom.
I commend you, I pray you, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, or Master Peas Cod, your father. I shall desire of you more acquaintance too. Your name, I beseech you, sir.
Mustard seed.
I shall desire of you more acquaintance. Good Master Mustard Seed, I know your patience well. That same cowardly, giant-like ox beef hath devoured many gentlemen in your house. I promise you, your kindred hath made mine eyes water ere now. I shall desire you more acquaintance, good Master Mustard Seed.
Come, wait upon him, lead him to my bower. Moon methinks looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Oh, tie up my love's tongue. Bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awake, and what it was that next came in her eye when she was dote on in extremity. Comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night will now about this haunted grove?
My mistress, with a monster, is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals, that work for bread upon Athenian stalls were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick skin of this barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break, when I did him at this advantage take. An ass's knoll I fixed on his head, and on his thisbe must be answered, and forth my minute comes. When they him spy, away his fellows fly, and at our step here o'er and o'er one falls. He murder cries, and help from Athens calls. Their sense thus weak, lost with their fears thus strong, made senseless things begin to do them wrong. For briars and thorns at their apparel snatch, some sleeves, some hats, from yielders all things catch. I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there, when in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked, and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could divide. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping. That is finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked, of course she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Oh, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog, out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men.
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege never to see me more. And from my hated presence part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while I will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow. Which doubt for bankrupt sleep doth sorrow owe. Which now in some slight measure it will pay, if for his tender here I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Of thy misprision must perforce ensue some true love turn, and not a false turn true. About the wood, go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. All fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion, see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes, again she do appear.
I go. Look how I go. Swifter than arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, sit with Cupid's archery, sink in apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then we'll two at once woo on. That must needs be sport alone. And these things do best please me that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn?
Oh, you do advance your cunning more and more. But truth kills truth, the devilish holy fray. These vows are Hermia's. What, will you give her o'er?
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
There are none in my mind, now you give her o'er. Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helen. Goddess, nymph, perfect divine. what shall I prepare thine eye? Crystal is muddy. Oh, how bright and show. Thy lips, those kissing cherries tempting grow. That pure congealed white. High Taurus snow, fanned with the eastern wind, turns to crow when thou hold'st up thy hand. Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, the seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you're both bent to sit against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. And you not hate me, as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too. If you were men as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so to vow and swear and super praise my parts, when I am sure you both do hate me with your hearts. You both are rivals, and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena. A trim exploit, a manly enterprise, to conjure tears in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort would so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience. All to make you sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so. For you love Hermia. This you know, I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part, and yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Never, the locker's place for idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her but is guest-wise sojourned, and now to Helen is at home returned.
It is not so!
Disparage not the fate thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou shalt buy it dear. Look where thy love comes. Yonder is thy dear.
Oh, dark night from the eyes, function takes, the ear more keen of apprehension makes. Wherein it doth impair the seeing sense, it pays the hearing double recompense. Where not by mine eye Lysander found, mine ear I thank it brought me to thy sound, but why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that would not let him bide, fair Helena, who more engilds the night than all you fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seek'st thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
No, she is one of this confederacy. I now perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you indeed contrived to bait me into this foul derision? All the council, we to have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent, and we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us. Oh, is it all forgot? School days, friendships, childhood innocence, and will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly, it is not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not, it seems you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me and raise my eyes and face, and made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now just turned me into what? Divine and rare, precious celestial! Wherefore speaks he this to her, he hates, and wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul, and tender me forsooth affection, that by your setting on, by your consent, what? That I be not so in grace as you, so hung upon with love, so fortunate, but miserable most, to love unloved. This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persever. Counterfeit sad looks make mouths as I turn my back, wink each at other. Hold thy sweet jest up. The sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy. Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse. My soul, fair Helen Axelis! We cannot scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayer. Helen, I love thee. By my life I do. I swear by that which I would lose for thee. To prove him wrong that says I love thee not.
I say, I love thee more than he can do.
If thou said so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where contends all this?
No, he'll seem to break loose. Take on as if thou would follow, but yet not come. You are a tame man. Go.
Hang off, thou cat! Thou vile thing, let loose, or I will shake thee from me like
a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What change is this?
We love! I love out! Loathed medicine, hated potion, hence.
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius!
I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What, should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? I only hate what new is my love. And not I, Hermia, or not you, Lysander. Miss fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Why then you left me, if the gods forbid, in earnest shall I say?
I, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer. 'Tis no jest that I do hate thee and love Helena.
You juggler! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What, have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine fate, have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fine, fine, you counterfeit, you puppet you!
Puppet? Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I see she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height, her so did prevail with him. And am I grown so high in his esteem? And are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? Oh, I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach into thine eyes!
I pray you, though you might be gentlemen, let her not hurt me, let her not strike me. You perhaps may think because she's something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower, hark again!
Not so young with me. I ever heard love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you. Save that, a love unto Demetrius, I told him of yourself into this wood.
What?
Followed you, and for love I followed him. He hath chid me and threatened me to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. So will you let me go to Athens? I will bear my folly back. I will follow you no further.
Let me go!
I take you, God! Who is that hinders you? Foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius. Not afraid, she shall not harm thee, Helena!
No, sir, she shall not! Though you take her part.
Oh, she is angry, she can be keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be little, she is fierce.
Little again, nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her. Get you gone, you dwarf!
Not grass made! You bead! You acorn!
You are too officious on her behalf that scorns your services. Leave her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part. For if thou must intend never to a little show of love to her, thou shalt not buy it.
She holds me not! Now follow, if thou darest, to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow! Nay, I'll go with thee. She's my jowl.
You, mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you, I no longer stay in your fierce company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. Oh, my legs are longer though. Run away!
I am amazed and know not what to say. I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence! Still thou mistakest, or else commits thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise, that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. And so far am I glad it did so sort, as this there jangling I esteem sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hi, therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometime bring thy tongue, then stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong, and sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus. till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream, fruitless vision. As I in this affair do employ, I'll to my queen, and beg her Indian boy. And then I will her charm and I release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
My very king, this must be done with haste. For night's swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger, at whose approach ghosts wandering here and there troop home to churchyards. Damned spirits all, that in crossways and floods have burial, already to their wormy beds have gone for fear lest day should look their shames upon. They willfully themselves exile from light, and must for aye consort with black-browed night.
But ye, spirits of another sort, I with the morning's love have oft made sport, and like a forester the groves may tread, even till the eastern gate, all fiery red, opening on Neptune with fair blessed beams, turns into yellow gold his salt green streams. But notwithstanding, haste, make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down. Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander! Speak again! Run away, a coward! Oh. Speak! In some bush? Or dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward! Art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou look'st for wars and wilt not come? Come, recreant. Come, thou child, I'll whip thee with a rod. He is defiled that draws a sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice. We'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me, and still dares me on. When I go where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster did he fly. That fallen am I in dark, uneven way. And here will rest me. Come, thou gentle day, for if but once you show me thy gray light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite.
Ho, ho, ho! Coward. Why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest. For while I want, thou runst before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay, then. Thou mockest me. Go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. By day's approach, look to be visited.
Oh, weary night.
night, oh, long and tedious night, abate thy hour! Shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight, and these my poor company to test. And sleep, and sometimes shuts up sorrow's eyes. Steal me a while from mine own company.
Yet but 3. Come one more. 2 of both kinds make up 4. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe. Bedabbled with the dew and torn with briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heaven's shield Lysander, if they meet a fray.
On the ground sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye, gentle lover, remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known, that every man should take his own, in your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall go ill, the man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Come and sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek smooth hand, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle doings.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready.
Good, Monsieur Peas Blossom. Scratch my head. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready.
Monsieur Cobweb, good Monsieur, get you your weapons in hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the top of a thistle. And, good Monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Do not fret yourself too much in the action, good Monsieur, and good Monsieur, take care the honey bag break not. I would be loath to have you overflown with a honey bag, Signor. Where's mustard seed? Mustard seed.
Ready.
Give me your leaf, mustard seed. I pray you, leave your courtesy.
What's your will?
Nothing but to help cavalry Cobweb to scratch. I must to the barbers, methinks I am marvelously hairy about the face, and I am such a tender ass that my head do but tickle. I must scratch.
What, wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongs and the bones.
Say, sweet love, what thou desires to eat.
Truly, a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy who shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I'd rather have a handful or 2 of dried peas. But let none of your people stir me. I have an expedition of sleep call upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. The fairies be gone and be always away. So doth the woodbine the sweet honeysuckle gently twist. The female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee! Oh, how I dote on thee!
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity. For meeting her of late behind the woods, seeking sweet favors from this hateful fool. I did upbraid her and fall out with her. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her changeling child. Which straight she gave me, and her fairy said to bear him to my bower in fairyland. Now I have the boy. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he awaking when the other do may all to Athens back again repair. And think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon. Oh, what visions have I seen? Methought I loved an ass.
There lies your love.
Oh! How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off this head.
Now when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity. There shall the pairs of faithful lovers be wedded with Theseus, all in jollity.
Fairy king. Attend and mark. I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after the night shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when, in wood of Crete, they bathed the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding, for, besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near, seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep. This Lysander, this Demetrius is, and this Helena, old Mater's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rite of May, and, hearing our intent, came here in grace of our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord. Good morrow, friends! St. Valentine's is past. Keeping these bluebirds but to couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world, that hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of Athenian law—
Enough, my lord! You have enough! I beg the law! The law upon his head! Would have stolen away, they would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, and I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helena in fancy following me. But, my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is, my love to Hermia melted as the snow, and all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and pleasure of mine eye, is only Helen. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia. But like in sickness I did loathe this food. But as in health, come to my natural taste, now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we will hear anon. But on this day, with us in the temple, these couples shall be eternally knit. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
These things seem small and undistinguishable.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye, when everything seems double.
So methinks. And I found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here, and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then, we are awake. Let's follow him, and by the way, let us recount our dreams.
And my cue comes, call me. My name is most fair Pyramus.
I hope. Peter Quince? Flute the bellows mender. Snout the tinker? Starveling! God's my life. Stolen hence and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream. Past the wit of man to say what a dream it was. Man is but an ass if he go about to expound this dream. Methought I was... There's no man can tell what. Methought I was... And methought I had. Man is but a patched fool if he will offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard. The ear of man hath not seen. Man's hand not able to taste. His heart to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will have Peter Quince write a ballad of this dream. It shall be called... It shall be called... It shall be called... Bottom's Dream! Because it hath no bottom. And I shall sing it at the latter end of a play. Before the Duke. Peradventure. To make it more the gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
Have you sent abroad of the house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt he is transported.
If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it? It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he. Nay, he hath the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens. Yea, and the best person too. And he is a very paramour of a sweet voice. You must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of not.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Oh, most happy hour.
Masters, I and the discourse wonders. But ask me not what, for if I tell you, I am no true Athenian. I'll tell you everything, right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet autumn.
Not a word of me. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined. Get your apparel together, good strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps. Meet presently at the palace. Every man look over his part, for the short and the long is... Our play is preferred.
Yes!
In any case, Let Thisbe have clean linen, let not him that plays the lion pare his nails, for they are to hang out as the lion's claws. And most, dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are a sweet breath. And I do not doubt but to hear them say it is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away! Go away!
'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seeming brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than fool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold. That is the madman. The lover, all is frantic, sees Helen's beauty in a brow of Egypt. The poet's eye, in fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven. And his imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown. The poet's pen turns them to shapes, and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name. Such tricks doth strong imagination play, that if it but apprehends some joy, it comprehends some bringer of that joy. Or in the night, imagining some fear, how easy is a bush suppose a bear?
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends. Joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? How shall we? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call Philostrate.
Here, my Theseus.
Ah. Say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What mass? What music? How shall we beguile a lazy time, if not with some delight?
There is a brief how many sports are up. Make choice of which your highness will see first.
The battle with the centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Well, none of that. That have I told my love and glory of my kinsman Hercules. The riot of the tipsy bacchanals, tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. That is an old device, and it was played when I from Thebes came last a conqueror. The thrice 3 muses mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary. That is some satire, keen and critical, not sorting with a nuptial ceremony. A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe, very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play, but by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play there is not 1 word apt, 1 player fitted, and tragical, my noble lord, it is. For Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which, when I saw rehearsed, I must confess made mine eyes water, but more merry tears the passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never laboured in their minds till now, and now have toiled their unbreathed memories with this same play, against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
No! My noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing in the world, unless you can find sport in their intents, extremely stretched and conned with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear that play. For never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender. Go, bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness or charged in duty in his service perishing.
My gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kind are we, to give them thanks for nothing. And in the modesty of fearful duty, I read as much as from the rattling tongue of saucy and audacious eloquence. Love, therefore, and tongue-tied simplicity will least speak most, to my capacity.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill, that you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill, to show our simple skill that is the true beginning of our end. Consider then we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to contest you our true intent is, all for your delight we are not here, that you should here repent you, the actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
He hath read his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not the stop. A good moral, my lord. It is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, he hath played on his prologue like a child on a recorder, a sound but not in government.
His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired but all disordered. Who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth may all be explained. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous Lady Thisbe is Certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder, and through all to chink, poor souls they are content to whisper. At the which, let no man wonder, this man with lanthorn, dog, and bush of thorns presenteth moonshine. For, if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which Lionheart by name, the trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright, and as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. And on comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, to find his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat with a bloody bladeful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And to Thisbe, tearing the mulberry shape, his dagger drew, and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord. One lion may when many asses do.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I, one Snout by name, present a wall. Such a wall as I would have you think that had in it a crannied hole, or chink through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often, very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am that same wall. The truth is so. And this the cranny is, right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire lion to hear to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse, my lord.
Pyramus comes, approaching the wall. Silence.
Oh, grim looked night. Oh, night with hue so black. Oh, night, whichever art when day is not. Oh, night. Oh, night. Alack! 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 I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, wall. Oh, sweet. Oh, lovely wall. That stands between her father's ground and mine. Thou, wall. Oh, wall. Oh, sweet. Oh, lovely wall. Show me thy chink, that I may blink through with mine eye. Thanks. Courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see! Oh, wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss! Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me!
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I've espied her through the wall. You shall see. It'll all fall pat as I told you. Yonder, she comes.
Oh, wall! Full often hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones of lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a horse. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I can see my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love thou art, my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lamander am I trusty still.
And I like Helen till the fates me kill.
Not Shafalus to Procrus was so taboo.
A shapless to progress I to you.
Kiss me through the hole of this vile wall. Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straightway?
Tide life, tide death, I come out to let.
Thus have I, wall, my part discharged so, and being done, thus away wall doth go.
Now is the mural down between the two neighbors.
No remedy, my lord, when walls are so willful to hear without warning.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
Best in this kind are but shadows. The worst are no worse, if imagination amend them.
Well, it must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
We imagine no worse of them than they of themselves. They may pass for excellent men. Here come two noble beasts in, a man and a lion.
You ladies here, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on the floor, may now, perchance, both quake and tremble here when lion rough in monstrous rage doth roar. The note that I, one snug the joiner am, a lion fell, nor else no lion stand. And if I should, as lion come and strike into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast, of a good conscience.
The very best at a beast that e'er I saw, my lord.
This lion is a very fox for his valor.
True, and a goose for his discretion.
Not so, my lord, for his valor cannot carry his discretion, and the fox carries the goose.
Oh, his discretion, I am sure, cannot carry his valor, for the goose carries not the fox. It is well. Leave it to his discretion. Let us listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
He is no present, and his horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present. Myself, the man in the moon, do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put into the lanthorn. How is it else the man in the moon?
He dares not come near the candle, for you see it is already in snuff.
I am weary of this moon. Would he would change?
It appears by the small light of his discretion that he is in the wane, but yet, in courtesy, in all rights, we must stay the time.
Proceed, moon!
All that I have to say is to tell you that this lanthorn is the moon, myself, the man in the moon, this thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
Why, all of these should be in the lanthorn, for all of these are in the moon. But silence. Here comes Thisbe.
This is Ninny's too. Where is my love?
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown moon. Truly the moon
Well, mouse, lion. And so the lion vanished.
And then came Pyramus.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious, golden, glittering gleams I trust to take of truest Thisbe sight. But stay, O spite! But mark, poor knight! What dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck! Oh, dear! Thy mantle good? What? Stained with blood? Approach, ye furies fell! Oh, fates! Come, come! Cut thread and thrum! Quail, crush, conclude, and quell!
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lions frame? Since lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that looked, that liked with cheer. Come, tears confound. Out, sword, and wound the pap of Pyramus, I that left pap, with a heart doth pop. Thus die I! Thus! Now am I dead. Now am I fled. My soul is in the sky. Come, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now die! 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 Die!
No die but an ace for him, for he is but one.
Less than an ace man, for he is dead. He is nothing.
He might, with the help of a surgeon, yet recover and prove an ass.
How chance moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover?
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Oh, methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
A mote will turn the balance. Which Pyramus, which Thisbe is the better? If he for a man, God warrant us. If she for a woman, God bless us.
She hath spied him already with those sweet eyes.
Asleep, my love? What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! No. Speak! Quite dumb? Dead? Dead? And who must have these sweet eyes? These my lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cow's lips cheeks are gone. Gone. Lovers, make moan. His eyes were as green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come to me. With hands as pale as milk, lay them in gore. Thisbe ends. Adieu, adieu, adieu.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and Wall too.
No, the wall is down, that part of their fathers. Would it please you to see the epilogue?
No epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse. Never excuse, for when the players are all dead, there needs none to be blamed. Mary, if he that writ it had played Pyramus and hanged himself in Thisbe's garter, it would have been a fine tragedy. And so it is, truly, and very nobly discharged. But come, the iron tongue of midnight hath tolled 12. Lovers, to bed! 'Tis almost fairy time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn as much as we this night have overwatched. This palpable gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends, to bed. A fortnight hold we this solemnity, with nightly revels and new jollity.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy ploughman snores, all with weary task fordone. Now the wasted brands do grow, whilst the screech owl, screeching loud, puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is that time of night that the graves all gaping wide, every one lets forth his sprite, in the church-way paths to glide. And we fairies, that do run by the triple Hecate's team from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream, now are frolic. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with a broom before, to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house, give gathering light, by the dead in drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite, up as light as bird from briar. And this ditty after me, sing and dance it trippingly.
Now rehearse your song by rote, and to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand, with fairy grace, will we sing and bless this place.
Now until the break of day, through this house, each fairy stray. To the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. And the issue there create, ever shall be fortune. So shall all the couples three, ever true and loving be. With this field due, consecrate. Every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless, through this palace with sweet peace. And the owner of it blessed, ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay. Meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, whilst these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest pup, if we have unearned luck now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.